Handling a flat tire is a real pain, but if you have a spare, you will at least make it to the tire shop. If Lady Luck is smiling on you, the shop will fix it up and you will be cruising again in no time. But, you are probably wondering how far you can go on that spare, and if it is safe to drive at normal speeds. Well, the answer is not cut and dry. See, there are different types of spares. Some cars come with a spare that is identical to the other 4 tires. Compact cars, on the other hand, usually have what we call a donut, or space saver spare. Knowing what kind of tire you are dealing with will help you figure out how fast and how far you can drive. How long can you drive on a spare tire? If you have a donut spare, do not push it more than 50 miles and keep it under 40 miles per hour. It is best to swap it out as soon as possible. If you have a full-size spare, you are good to go like usual. Driving on a donut spare is risky business, so get it replaced quickly. Full-size spare tire. Many cars have room for a full-size spare. If you drive a truck or SUV, that is probably what you have. Sure, they take up space and add weight, but they drive just like your regular tire, as long as you keep them in good shape. The plus side is, you can use the spare as a regular tire and just get a new spare when you can. The tire shop just needs to pop the spare on the original rim and check the air. But, if you have not used that spare in ages, it might be different from the other 3 tires. This can mess with driving. If you cannot match them, it is better to get a new tire. Donut, spare tire. To save space, car makers started including smaller spares, called donuts. They do not take up much room and they are lightweight. These are just meant to get you to a repair shop, not for long hauls. Check the owner's manual for the best advice on speed and distance. Usually you should not go over 50 miles per hour or more than 70 miles on a donut. Look at the tread on a compact tire, and you will see why you should not rely on it. There's not much tread, making it prone to blowouts and damage from road debris. The donut is also thinner than your regular tires, so you might notice handling issues, especially if it is on a front wheel that steers. Run flat tire. Run flat tires are getting popular because they are low maintenance. You might find them on your Mini or BMW instead of regular tires. They are built tough, but they will not last forever. Run flats handle most road hazards and stand up to punctures well. They will not blow out like regular tires. Instead, they keep going for about 50 miles after a puncture. The downside is they cost more to replace, so you are paying for the extra feature. How fast can I drive on a spare tire? All spares have different ratings. You can find the recommendations on the side. Most spares are rated for 50 miles per hour or less, unless you have a full-size tire. And, do not drive it further than you need to. Sometimes you are in a bind, far from home with a spare. There are usually tire shops not too far, but if you have to drive further, follow the same rules. Stay in the slow lane, drive straight, and avoid jerky moves or unnecessary lane changes. If you are going slower than traffic, turn on your hazards. Have a plan before you need the spare, so you know what to do when trouble strikes.